Yo, Cancer, what's up to all my Cancers out there? My mom and my daughter are Cancers, so I love me some Cancers. Stay empathetic, stay kind the way that you do, tap into those emotions the way that you do. This is going to be your weekly reading for the week of June 9th to June 15th. So let's see what we have going for Cancer this week. We're going to do a Celtic cross. So your incoming energy is the Nine of Pentacles. All right, so you are feeling very abundant right now, and this coming week is going to be filled with some abundance for you. And being a Cancer, you're going to be able to share that abundance very easily with that Nine of Pentacles. Your crossing energy is the Fool. Okay, so this is what helps you or hurts you in a Celtic cross. What's coming up for you, or what was in your recent past. We have the Four of Wands, right? So that's freedom, celebration. It's a marriage card in the tarot. What's coming up for you in your near future? We have the Eight of Cups, right? So you are thinking about walking away from something. In your conscious energy in the Celtic cross, we have the Nine of Swords. Uh-oh. Okay, so we're dealing with some kind of repeating cycle here, some kind of, negative cycle that just keeps repeating itself in your conscious energy. And in your subconscious energy, we have the Ten of Cups. Wonderful. So looks like this cycle is going to close out, whatever it is, and it's going to lead to lots of abundance with that Nine of Pentacles and this Ten of Cups in your subconscious foundational energy. Your internal influences is the Moon, which is your card, so you're showing up here in a really strong position, Cancer. Your external influences is the World, right? Fantastic. So this is the close of a cycle, whatever this is right now. Your hopes and fears is the Magician. Wonderful. So manifestation is what you are out here for. And with that Moon, kind of highlighting some confusion here, you are going to end up with some manifesting energy vibes next week as far as your hopes or fears go. And the potential outcome for you for this coming week is the High Priestess. Wonderful. Your fellow water sign Pisces, right? So it's going to be an intuitive week for you. Trust your instincts. Okay. So let's get it started, right? You're coming in with the Nine of Pentacles. So you're coming in with a lot of abundance. You're coming in with so much abundance because the story of the Nine of Pentacles is that she has enough abundance for herself, and she is feeling so, blessed with anything that you're working towards here, Cancer, that you're going to be able to share this abundance. So it's a really strong position to come in with, and your crossing energy is the Fool, right? So this is how you're coming in with your crossing energy with that Nine of Pentacles. So the sense that I'm getting is, this is a journey you want to take. This is a journey that is filled with some confusion, some fear. You are definitely trusting your intuition, manifesting something here, closing out a cycle so that you could start something new with this Fool energy, right? So, the key to the Fool is just going. The key to the Fool is that he doesn't know where he's going and he's excited. That's the beauty of this card. The beauty of this card is that the energy is when we don't know when we're going and we just follow it with excitement and go into that unknown with courage. That's a very powerful energy. So remember that. Any fears or hesitations that you have, you want to definitely do your best to control those fears that you have going on this journey that you're going to be going on in this coming week and moving forward. In your recent past, we have the Four of Wands, right? So it doesn't look like a love reading, even though this is one of the love cards. This is the only love card here. So this is probably about freedom that you are either trying to establish, freedom that you once had, a sense of freedom that you had, celebratory energy that you once had that you're trying to rekindle here again in your life, with this coming up in your past position. And in your near future, you have the Eight of Cups. So this Eight of Cups with this Nine of Swords in your conscious energy, you are looking to close out a cycle. You're looking to walk away from something that is a repeating negative cycle. That's definitely what the cards are saying here. So, you know, the key to this, it's like the Fool. The key to this is recognizing the things that are no longer helping you in your life with this Eight of Cups and walking in towards the darkness, right? So we have the Moon here with this eclipse in the Eight of Cups. So it's really you walking towards yourself. And the thing I always like to say about the Eight of Cups is that if you choose yourself in times of uncertainty, if you move forward in times of uncertainty and you're doing it with yourself and you're choosing yourself and you're being as confident as you can, then that's one of the most powerful things you can do. And the Eight of Cups definitely reminds us to do that when we need to, right? And so it seems like, again, in your conscious energy, you have the Nine of Swords, and this seems to be the thing that you are walking away from. So this is a repeating cycle that is just never ending, a negative cycle that just has been going on for who knows how long in your, you know, in your lives and in your world right now, Cancer. So make sure you recognize what this is, and hopefully you do know what this is, because this is the thing that you're looking to end, and this is the thing that you're looking to walk away from. So anything in your life that feels like it's been Groundhog's Day and it's just this negative thing that keeps repeating over and over again, find out what that is with this Nine of Swords, and this is going to be the thing that you're walking away from. And in your subconscious foundational energy, you have the Ten of Cups. So this is ultimately what we're walking towards, what you're walking towards here, right? You know that there's something that's no longer serving you. You know that there's this never-ending nightmare that you need to wake up from, get out of the bed, and walk towards this Ten of Cups, which is going to be, you know, happiness in your community, happiness with your friends, happiness in your home, happiness in your family, right? So this is what you're going to be walking towards in this Ten of Cups. And your influence, your internal influence, is the Moon. Right, so this is you showing up in a really strong position in this reading. You know, this is your card in the tarot, and again, your whole last row right here in this Celtic cross is nothing but major arcana cards, and you're coming in with that Fool. So, you know, the Moon is about confusion. The Moon is about balancing the light and the dark in us, right? We have these two dogs. One represents the domesticated side of us, and the other one represents, you know, the wild side of us. So it's like you're going to have to balance both of your sides here, figure out what's going on with this darkness that you're walking away from, this darkness in you. Maybe this is internal darkness that you want to walk away from, so that you can walk towards, you know, a brighter life that you are heading towards. So this is your card, and this is your strength, and this is your internal influence right now in this Celtic cross. So definitely make sure that you understand the light and the dark in you, and know that, you know, moon phases always end, and moon phases are filled with confusion. So it looks like you're going to be ending this cycle that you're walking away from, and finding more clarity from this confusion. And your external influences is the world. Right, so this is your external influence card with the World here. So this is going to be closing out a cycle. This is you understanding that whatever this darkness was, it was worth it, right? Because then you're going to have the Magician and your hopes and fears, and the outcome being the High Priestess. So closing out this cycle is going to be very, very powerful for you with this World card. And then again, in your hopes and fears, you have the Magician. Right, so this is manifestation energy. This is figuring out the right tool for the job. This is you understanding, like, again, focus on your strengths, focus on what you're doing well, focus on how you've gotten yourself out of repeating cycles that were negative. Figure out which tool you're going to use, right? Because with the Magician, he has all four suits of the tarot right in front of him on this table, and he's a master of all these suits, right? So are you going to use the wands and your creativity, or are you going to use your emotional strength as a water sign, and as a very powerful water sign with the cups energy? Are you going to use your thinking rational mind with the swords, or are you going to use your work with the pentacles, right? So you do start off with the Nine of Pentacles. So maybe this is something that you have to focus on as far as work goes, putting in that work, putting in the work to understand whatever this darkness is that you're walking away from. And then your outcome is going to be the High Priestess. right? So it's going to lead you to a more intuitive place. The mysterious will be less mysterious. Once you've gone through whatever this is, you're going to gain a lot of clarity through your intuition. So again, with this magician energy being your hopes and fears, it's kind of telling me that you don't really know exactly which tool to use. But with this high priestess coming up in your potential outcome, you as a water sign, as a Cancer, it's probably going to be your cups that are going to help you. It's probably going to be, your emotions that are going to help you, right? It's our emotions really where our intuition lives. So, think about how you're going to tap into your emotions for whatever this is. All right. So we're going to clarify. We will clarify this Nine of Pentacles and the Fool in your incoming position with the crossing energy. And what do we have for Cancer? All right. You have the Page of Pentacles, right? So this is some good news that's going to be coming in, right? So whatever this is, it looks like it's going to lead to something really nice in your life with this Page of Pentacles. This is a sign of good news. So whatever this darkness is, whatever this confusion is that you have going on, the Page of Pentacles, expect to, either receive good news or just kind of look back on this and look at it as something that was positive, even though it's something that, looks very challenging right now. In your past energy with the Four of Wands, you have the Page of Wands, right? So this again with that Fool energy is encouraging you to go on the adventure of this, go on the journey of this, even though you don't know where it's going to go, even though you don't know it's going to lead to something positive. It's going to encourage you to, take that journey with this Page of Wands. And this is something that you did in the past with this Four of Wands energy, right? So this is your past position in the Celtic Cross right now, right? You came in with this Four of Wands and then you have the Page of Wands clarifying. So that's just saying you've done this before. That's saying that you've, been excited about a journey like this before and you found some clarity through it, right? So in your near future, you have the Eight of Cups, and to clarify the Eight of Cups, we have the Ace of Cups. Wonderful. So like I said earlier, you're probably going to need to use your cups, your emotions to get through whatever it is that you're going to get through because, in your near future, you have the Eight of Cups, right? With this Ace of Cups, then that equals the Nine of Cups. So adding these together, it's going to be a wish fulfillment. And again, in your foundational energy, you have the Ten of Cups, right? So again, this is about just keep going, right? This is about you want to keep going. You want to get through this. You want to do your best. You don't want to, get too emotional about it, right? Don't let it get you to a point where your emotions are too hard to process. Right, so let's clarify that Nine of Swords in your conscious energy. With the Nine of Swords, you have the Knight of Wands. So there's going to be some nice movement here next week with this, right? This Knight of Wands is rushing towards an adventure, rushing towards, it's encouraging you to be bold and assertive in whatever this is that you're facing right now with this Knight of Wands energy. Then you have the Ten of Cups in your foundational position. And with the Ten of Cups, you have Judgment. So again, this is something that's going to close out. Like when you look back at this is going to be something that rebirths you. This is going to be something that is a new beginning. You're going to look back on it and you're going to say, I'm glad I went through that challenging situation, that very emotional situation. You're going to be choosing yourself in whatever this is, and you're going to end up with your cup overflowing much more, right? And it's going to lead you to that Ten of Cups, and you're going to wake up to a new life with this Judgment card in your foundational energy. All right, so let's go to your internal influences here with the Moon. And with the Moon, we have the Five of Pentacles. So again, another card of walking away. Another card of looking at what's no longer working for you, right? The things that you've been working towards, you're going to be walking away from them, focusing on your strengths here with this Moon card in your internal influences, right? We have the Five of Pentacles with the Moon here. So use yourself, use your gifts, and use the power of empathy, the power of your emotions, the ability to take care of yourself very well, and know that when you move forward from this seemingly wounded position, you're going to end up with more strength. So in your external influences, you have the world. And to clarify the world, we have the Three of Cups. So this is going to lead to a celebration. Once you get through this and you close out this cycle with that world card, you're going to be celebrating whatever this was. All right? And in your hopes and fears, you have the Magician. So you're manifesting here. And with the Magician, you have the Eight of Swords, right? So it's that stuck energy that this reading has been giving so far, right? It's figuring out a different ways than what you've normally been used to as far as figuring this out, right? Finding a new way to manifest whatever it is that you're manifesting with this Magician. And this is in your hopes and fears position. So this is a stuck energy, right? So whenever we're stuck, we're afraid that we're going to stay stuck for a very long time. And it's just finding out how we can get unstuck in the proper way. Right? So in your outcome here, you have the High Priestess. So let's clarify the High Priestess. And with the High Priestess, you have the King of Swords. Right? So, so far it's been encouraging you to use your strengths and your emotions, right? There are some wands here and it's asking you to be creative. That Magician energy is in your hopes and fears right now. So maybe you're not figuring out exactly what you need to do. But with this King of Swords, it's asking you to trust your mental clarity right now, your mental strength, your intellectual strength, your ability to use your head over your heart. So this definitely seems to be a lot about like things being not in balance for you right now. And maybe you're using your heart more than your head. And you got to figure out the times when you need to use your head over your heart. So just trust that it's going to lead you to a more intuitive place. And just know that you're going to be able to get through this. All right, Cancer? So here is the reading so that you can see it. All right, I'm trying to get it the whole shot for you there if you want to screenshot that. There is the reading. Wish you all the best. Have a good one, Cancer. Peace out.